Hello everyone, Marco Chiappetta for Hot Hardware here. I'm with the brand new LG G8 ThinQ. This is LG's brand new flagship smartphone. They just announced it at Mobile World Congress. The press conference just ended. So this is the new top-end phone from the company. Just quickly, before I give you a tour, let me run through some specs. So this is a 6.1-inch OLED QHD Plus display with HDR10 support. So that's a resolution of 3120 by 1440 with a pixel density of 564 pixels per inch. It is a really nice display, that's for sure, to see it up close. So the phone is powered by the Qualcomm Snapdragon 855. It's a 2.84 gigahertz octal core processor, so super fast, super snappy performance on this device here. It weighs about 5.96 ounces, and it's about 6 inches tall by 2.8 inches wide and only 0.3 inches thick. So not a very large phone. It's not quite as thin as some other devices, but definitely lightweight, feels good in the hand. 8 megapixel front-facing camera on this guy. On the rear, there are multiple cameras. There's a 12 megapixel shooter on the back there. We'll talk more about the cameras in just a bit. There's also 6 gigabytes of RAM and 128 gigs of storage, though that's expandable to up to 2 terabytes with the micro SD card. And LG also points out there's only one model, so there's not going to be different models with different memory and different storage configurations depending on the region. So let's take a quick tour of the LG G8 ThinQ. So on the bottom, there is a 3.5 millimeter audio jack, a mic port, a USB-C charge and sync port, and a speaker port. Of course, there's also a couple of cutouts for the antenna modules. If we jump to this side, let me try to get things positioned so you can see them. We have a combo SIM and micro SD tray along with the lock and power button. And on this side, let's try to get things angled properly here. We have a Google Assistant button along with the volume rocker at the top. And up here along the top edge, there is nothing but a microphone port. There's one tiny hole there. If we jump to the back of the device, you can see it's a glossy, nice, shiny, glossy affair. There is the signature position for the fingerprint sensor. LG likes to put it on the back along with 2 rear-facing cameras and a flash. So one of those cameras is a 12 megapixel with a f1.5 aperture. The wide-angle sensor is a 16 megapixel with an f1.9 aperture and a 107-degree field of view on that guy. So there's also a selfie camera. Let me try to get that position so you can see it. So this guy is an 8 megapixel f1.7 aperture with an 80-degree field of view. And there's also, as we mentioned, a Z-depth camera that will allow for better bokeh effects because it can get an actual 3D map of your face when you're taking a selfie. So blurring the background results in a better bokeh effect for those selfies. LG's incorporated a couple of new security-related features into the phone as well, now that it has that higher quality depth, Z sensing camera on the device. So unlocking the LG G8 ThinQ with your face is now more secure. It won't actually unlock unless you're looking at the display. If your eyes are averted, it can sense that and it will not unlock the phone. You also have a new hand unlock feature that it basically scans the blood vessel pattern in your palm, and you can unlock it by placing your hand over the sensor. So if you have your phone laying on a desk, for example, and you don't want to pick it up and hold it to your face, you can now unlock it that way as well. Of course, you also have pattern unlocking and the fingerprint sensor on the back. So with that brand new Snapdragon 855 inside, the phone definitely feels fast and responsive. We'll have to wait for the full review to show you benchmarks and give you some qualitative numbers, but I can tell you tooling around the phone is definitely quick and snappy. There is no waiting for anything. It is clearly one of the faster phones out there. Now, in terms of screen quality, this is a QHD Plus OLED display with HDR10 support. Really nice, let me turn it back on, really nice viewing angles, very little parallaxing. In the short time I have had with the phone, the display is definitely a strong point. Nice saturation, nice brightness, nice color, viewability outside. definitely a beautiful display on the phone as well. If you enjoyed this quick look at the brand new LG G8 ThinQ, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and hit that notification bell so you get a heads up when we post new content. Once again, this is Marco Chiappetta for Hot Hardware. Thanks for stopping by.